I'm chasing my dreams. I'm chasing my dreams.
Got it. And what's been the most challenging part so far for you of the whole chasing your dream? What's been the one thing that's been, a constant challenge?
I guess that there's no rubric. So I have friends who are applying to law school. I have friends who are applying to med school. Friends who want to be teachers and this and that. And I would say by and large, they all know. Even my friends who work at like a finance firm, they all have a rubric in front of them. So yes, they don't know which law firm they're going to work at, or if they're even going to do litigation versus like research or whatever. But they know if I study for the LSAT, I get a good score. If I get a good score, I go to a school. If I go to a school, I take the bar. If I pass the bar, I'm now a lawyer. And here are all the options for me. Whereas with this kind of thing, whether you're doing mass media like yourself or with me like with music, there is no rubric that no one can say, do this, this, and this, and then by step 5, you'll be there. And I think that's the most frustrating thing because we don't know what will come, Mm-hmm. Oprah's Oprah, but there was millions of other people in 1985 who were trying to be Oprah too, and she happened to be the one to become it. So it's crazy because, we don't know if and when. We know it will happen, so it's not an if, but it's about when,
mm-hmm.
and that's really frustrating.
That can be frustrating.
Yeah.
And then what's been the most fun for you in all of this? Like what you look back, you can sit at home when things are hard, and you can be like, mm-hmm. this thing made it all worth it so far, and keeps you going to get to that next level.
I would say people's reactions. Like I've gotten emails. One of my videos went up on World Star Hip Hop, which is a really big. I actually just read an article on the guy. It was I think in XXL or Vibe or one of those magazines, but it was on the guy who founded it. Mm-hmm. And now it's like the 225th most popular website in the world, which if you think about
all the websites,
that's crazy for that to be like some random urban website with all these like
crazy videos.
Yeah, exactly.
Because they have some wild stuff on World Star.
But so many people know about it. So when my video went up there, first of all, I was honored to have it up there, but I guess I didn't understand the magnitude of having it because I got so many emails from people that live in Texas that was like, yo, that song was crazy and it really touched me in this way and I'm going through this and that. And that was like such a small little snippet. It was kind of like, I guess, if someone's like cooking you a good meal and they're like, here, taste this on a little spoon. Like I got that little taste and now I'm like, that's what I want, because for me, I want to be, a superstar and all those things. But the reason why I want to be that is outside of just, oh, hey, I like your music.
So for people listening to this who, want like the little elevator pitch, what's the one thing that you want people to walk away from this, listening to this podcast, to know about you?
My slogan about my music is not conscious, anti-nonsense. And that was a lyric I had in the song at first. Mm-hmm. And now that's kind of up on everything that I do, Twitter, Facebook, whatever, website that I'm working on now. But that essentially means for me that you don't have to classify me as some all-knowing good person who's trying to bring awareness and blah, 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 blah. It just means I'm not for bullshit. And that can mean whatever you want it to mean. In terms of music, it obviously means I hate, songs that aren't about anything, that for people who aren't talented. But
there's a market for it.
Right, exactly. There's a market for it. But it's not for me.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so for you, someone who, I don't know, if you're listening to this and you're like, oh, I want to start my own TV show, what it can mean is like, don't look to be the person who, the audience views as like the person who knows everything about TV and who's very focused. Whatever. Just say like, I'm not going to stand for falling off. Like, I'm not going to stand for not being on my job. You know what I mean? So you don't have to be the most aware person about TV. That's like the not conscious part, but no nonsense. So if there's an opportunity, there's a meeting, you make sure you're on time for the opportunity. You make sure you've done your research. Like, you know what I mean? So that I think is the biggest takeaway.
And if people want to, hear more of your music or learn more about where you'll be appearing, where can they go?
They can go, for the time being, they can go to youtube.com/Fedel Music. They can go to, you can Twitter me at I am Fedel. You can also email me at fedel.music@gmail.com. And hopefully I will have a website that'll be up in August.
Okay.
But I'm still finalizing my last few funders with that, so.
Got it. And in terms of appearances, if they want to see you perform, where can they they see you?
You could come I don't know if this will be out by Thursday, but this Suit Dreams event will be this Thursday at Karma Lounge in New York City. I'll be performing there with a couple other acts. D. Steffens will be there. Jesse Boykins, who's like crazy over the internet right now, will be there as well. And then after that, we're probably going to put together our own show in the summertime. And then to be honest with you, what I really like, if you hear this and you want to have me at your campus, to send me an email, fedel.music@gmail.com, because that I think would be the best place to see me.
Got it. And then pie in the sky dream in 5 years.
Yeah.
Where do you want to be?
5 years from today, probably just about to put out album number 2.
Okay.
For
a major label?
Yeah, definitely. Major.
Okay.
Or, I mean, major. Now these hip hop purists are going to hear this and be like, you don't need a major label. You can blah, 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 whatever. I want to be fucking rich. So I would say yes, major label, second album about to come out. Somewhat successful, because I don't want to come out and splash like the biggest of the biggest, like the 50 Cents
Nowhere
and the
to go
Drakes.
from there.
Yeah, because if you're Drake now, all you can do is go down. Everything he does, no matter how good it is going to be
compared.
It wasn't as good as so I want to kind of have like a moderate start. So I would say album number 2, having very good respect amongst my peers, and probably dabbling into some television production.
Okay, that sounds good. We'd like to thank Fedel for joining us today and sharing a bit of his dream chasing with us. I'd also like to thank you guys out there for listening to the podcast. For more, check us out on the web at www.butnowwhat.com. You can also find us on Facebook, But Now What, and then you can follow us on Twitter at But Now What. Until next time, bye everybody.
Yeah. I've been on this chase for a while, man. I've seen a lot of obstacles, a lot of hurdles, but I never slowed down. I know I'ma catch it soon. Down.